Good morning children. Today we start online class for class 8. In this class we are going to discuss a new topic, that is gravitational force. Children, what is gravitational force? We'll discuss in clear. Children, there is a chalk piece in my hand. If the chalk piece slips off from our hand, means from my hand, where does the chalk piece go? Obviously the chalk piece fall onto the ground. Yes or no children? Okay, what makes the chalk piece to come down? Or what force or which force is acting on the chalk piece that is pulling the chalk piece down? Children, yes or no children? Which force making the chalk piece to pull down? Then only know it falls onto the ground. Suppose if this chalk piece is supported by the table, but suppose in front of me there is a table. I kept this chalk piece on the table. Then it fall onto the ground? Will it fall on the ground? Yes or no children? No, it doesn't. Because the chalk piece is getting supported. The chalk piece is getting supported by the table. That's why the chalk piece does not fall onto the ground. Because the table supports. If the table is absent, then what will happen? Obviously the chalk piece will fall on the ground. And again it is supported by the floor. Yes or no children? After it fell on the ground, the floor supports the chalk piece. Yes or no children? Right now see, suppose again I am saying another example. This is chalk piece. I thrown this chalk piece upwards like this. Okay, why it is coming down after reaching a certain height? First of all, it went to a certain height. Children, it went to a certain height. After reaching certain height, it again fall back because there is a force responsible. Which force makes this chalk piece to pull? Means it is pulling the chalk piece to come down. Yes or no children? It is pulling the chalk piece to get down. Okay, then the chalk piece absolutely it will fall on the ground. We'll see one more example. Suddenly there is a stone. There is a stone, children. This is a stone. Okay, I had thrown the stone upward like this. Okay, what will happen? It will reach to the certain height. It will reach to the certain height. After that, it will fall again back to the earth. There exists a force. In between this, there exists a force. There exists a force. There exists a force which pulls the object. Which pulls the object. Which pulls the object down to the ground. Children, there is a stone. I thrown the stone upwards. Then after reaching certain point, imagine the stone reached the maximum point. See, this is the initial stone. When I thrown the stone upward, it reached to a certain height, children. It reached to a maximum height. After this reaching this height, the maximum height, then what happens? This. Imagine this is a ground. Okay, there is a gravity acting on this body by the earth, by the floor, by the surface. Then what will happen? Some force is pulling. Some force. See, from the surface of the earth, there exists a force, and this force acts on this stone, and that causes the stone to pull down. Means this fellow is pulling the stone down. Then obviously the stone comes back to the ground. Understand, children? Then obviously the stone comes to the ground. There exists a force. That's why I said there exists a force which pulls the object down to the ground. Understand, children? Then why the aeroplane is flying in the air? Example, children. Why the aeroplanes are flying in the air? See, after reaching to a maximum height, they should fall. No, I said the concept right now. Sir, you said no, sir. That after reaching a stone to a certain height, obviously it is exerted by the ground. Some force acts on that. Then obviously it falls on the ground. You said no, sir. Then why does the aeroplane fly in the sky, sir. After reaching to a certain height, it should fall onto the ground, sir. Then why I'm saying like this means simply aeroplane contains the lift force. Understand, children? Lift force and thrust force. Aeroplane contains lift force. For suppose, think you think this as a aeroplane, then what happens, you know, there is a engine part. This is the engine part. This is the engine part. Okay, these engines make the aeroplane to go forward. Means there is a thrust force. Which force? Thrust force. Okay, children, these engines, you know that aeroplanes contains two engines, one at the left side and one at the right side. Okay, children, these two engines provide the aeroplane to go forward. Understand, children? You will say that due to these engines, the aeroplanes are flying. That is a wrong concept, children. Due to this engine, the aeroplane goes forward, children. In the air or on the land, it goes only forward. But we need another force to make the aeroplane fly in the sky like this. It should go up to no. It should go to the up point means we need some other force. What force? We need lift force. Which force? Lift force. That lift force will come from these wings. You know wings. These are wings. Okay. You know that wings are constant like this. They never move. You think like that. But wings will move. You know that this is called as a rudder. This part is called as a rudder. And here the wing part contains spoilers and flaps. Here too it contains spoilers and flaps. Okay, children, these spoilers, flaps, rudders move. Understand, children? It is all controlled by the pilot. Due to this, the lift force acts. Then due to this lift force, it dominates the gravitational force. When this force dominates the gravitational force, it rises into the sky. Yes or no, children? When lift force dominates the gravitational force, then it fly into the sky, children. This is the reason why the aeroplanes are flying. Due to the lift force, it will fly in the sky. Due to the thrust force, it will move to the forward. Means it moves forward. Then we'll see visualizing the gravitational force. See, children, you will see that there will be a gravitation. You will see many examples regarding gravitational force. You can also see many examples. You can throw the chalk piece up. You can throw the box, pencil, pen, whatever it may be. See, children, all the objects. See, if suppose this is the earth. Okay, if this is the earth now, then in the earth, each and every object, whatever the object in the earth, it should attract the earth. It should be attracted by the earth. Yes or no, children? For suppose in the earth there is a chalk piece. I am there. I am throwing the chalk piece up. Again it comes to the ground. Yes or no, children? But you will think that is due to the attraction of the earth this gravitational force causes. But that's wrong. The gravity or gravitational force is not caused by the attraction of the earth. It is caused due to the force of attraction between the two objects. For suppose this has a earth, planet earth, and this has a Mars. See, children, in between these two there is a space, no? There exists a gravitational force or gravity force. See, this gravity is not just to the attraction of the earth. The gravity is caused in between the two objects lying each other. Similarly, in the classroom, while the teacher teaches any of the lesson, you listen, no? There will be a gravitational force between you and your friends, and you and the teacher, and you and the classroom, and you and the blackboard. But there will be gravitational force act less. children, while comparing to the ground, these all objects acts less. Understand, children? There is gravity everywhere, but these are in less quantities. You cannot say less quantity, less forces. These are of less forces, children. Understand, children? We'll see the next topic in the next class, children. Thank you, children.